So, I'm going to tell you a little story. In 2009, I had a contract to wrestle with the WWE. And I did that for about 6 months. It was awesome. Liv Sawyer. I think it went down as one of the worst names in wrestling of all time. It was right up there with Terrorizer, which was Triple H's name before it turned to Triple H. Anyway, wrestled. I was doing that, and right before Christmas, I tore my ACL. And I tore my ACL in the Battle Royal match. And next thing you know, we're trying to figure out how to get it fixed. They're doing tests, all these things, and they said to me, well, it looks like you have a strain of hepatitis, affects the liver. And it's strange because we don't really see this, haven't seen it for a long time. So is there any reason that might would happen? I said, well, I had cancer when I was a kid. I had leukemia. And I said I had multiple blood transfusions. And they said that was definitely it. And they said, fortunately, there's things you can do to fix it. There's chemo and things like that. But until you get it fixed, we can't insure you. We can't insure you in the WWE, so we gotta let you go. So that was the course of action. So, I had to have knee surgery. Fortunately, I had Dr. James Andrews. He's #1 in the country for ACL surgeries. And they sent me to Birmingham. The WWE paid for all that shit. And it went good. Surgery went good. I come out of surgery January 21st, 2010, and it became the low point of my life in this moment because I wake up from surgery. The nurse comes in and says, do you have insurance? I said, no, I don't. She says, well, you have to get out of here because your contract is up. And so with your contract being up, there's nothing else we can do for you. And I said, whoa. I said, I just waking up here. I said, pretty sure this morphine stuff's going to wear off. I said, but do you got some pain pills or something before I get out of here? Nope, sorry. And so in that moment, I was between a rock and a hard place, I didn't have my physical ability. Apparently I didn't have my health, something I didn't know about. And that's what they were telling me anyway. And I had $17 in my wallet. And I was, thousands of miles away from home or anyone that gave a shit. And I just broke down. And I prayed hard in that moment, because I had built myself up. I had built myself up to be such a strong physical person. I was 29 years old, and I didn't have anything now at this point. I feel like it was all taken from me real quick. So I was praying to God. I said, just give me something that will allow me to never be in this position again, where I don't have to depend on my physical ability, because I've always got myself to a point where I have physical ability, And 3 months later, I started writing my book, The SuperNatural Lifestyle, and I wrote this in an attempt to heal myself, because the liver will heal itself a lot of times, different situation. And I achieved optimal health, and I got in great shape, and I was jacked. I started winning bodybuilding competitions as a natural back in 2010. Won the Gainesville, won my division at the Florida State, and then I took 9th at Junior USA's. And everything had changed, and I struggled for a lot of years, with talking about the fact that I had cancer when I was a kid, thinking about having leukemia and stuff. Nobody likes to be treated any fucking differently, right? No one likes to be treated differently. And when you're a little sick kid, that's all you get is treated differently. So you know, my book was out, things are good, it's grinding, and it's been a long, hard road, you know, but I'm happy to say that, man, things are going so good now. You know, I got my book is having a ton of success. Supplements are selling really well. And, you know, I went from having $17 in my pocket to making 20 grand a month and looking to make a whole lot more from this point on. And I'm just only saying this because I think a lot of people see me as this big, jacked up, you know, juice head bodybuilder. To some degree, you know, I'm those things. But there's more to me than that. And I know that the only reason I have all the success that I'm having right now is because I'm actually helping people. The fact that I'm helping people is what's bringing me all my success. And so all I want to do is help more people. And regardless what your situation is, regardless of how bad you think you got it, you can turn it around. In weeks, months, years, you can be a completely different person, or maybe the person you always wanted to be. I think I'm gonna drive that G-Wagon in a little bit.